Well, the first thing that I want to do is pause and give praise to the only one to whom praise is due, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We had a teen devotional last night, and we looked at Romans chapter 5. It talks about God demonstrates his love for us, and that while we were still sinners, he died for us. And especially on this Easter weekend, I want to give praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, first and foremost.
Go ahead. How about your thoughts about the ball game, Marc?
Well, Parke Heritage is a good team, and they're a very physical team. And just watching them on film, we knew that defensively they were going to be extremely physical. And I thought it took us a little while to get into a rhythm. And obviously, having Caleb on the bench in the first half, changes our look a little bit as a team. I thought Zane's assertiveness in the first half was really important for us. And then obviously Caleb took over the game in the third quarter. And so we've had our backs against the wall many times in games, and these guys have always responded to adversity really well, and I thought we did that today.
Very good. Media, anybody, if you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself. Please say your name, followed by your affiliation, and then ask your question. Anyone want to start us off? Go ahead.
Ryan Newberg, goldenblack.com. For Caleb, just to start off, Caleb, you had, I think 2 points. You're 2 of 7, didn't get a lot of great looks early on, and then at 4:19 of the third quarter, you get the dunk, and then from there, I think you kind of take over the game. Did something change in that moment, the way the game was being played, or did something spark you to kind of have the impact you had from there on out, or what all kind of went into that?
No, I think, we were moving the ball really great in the first half, and, unfortunately, just shots weren't falling, and then, going in the second half, they started falling more, and we kept moving and getting the open looks we wanted.
Hey, Coach. Justin Prince, Fox 55. First off, congrats again on another great win for you guys. Just kind of, you've had a lot of time to do this over the last few weeks, but reflect on what this senior class has done for you guys. 105 wins, 2 state titles. Probably could have been another one last year too had not things been canceled, but kind of reflect on what this senior class and what Caleb and Zane and Marcus and this group has meant to you in this program.
Yeah, what's up, JP? Obviously super proud of these guys. And, we just talked in there. What these guys have accomplished in between the lines on a basketball court has been remarkable. When you think about the wins, the postseason success. But what I am most proud of is who they are as young men. These guys are exemplary young men. And, I've got a 10-year-old son who's a manager on this team. And I love the fact that he looks up to these guys and he gets to be around these guys on a daily basis, because these guys are having a massive impact, obviously in our school and beyond. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about a K through 12 school is that these guys get to rub shoulders with, the younger kids in our building. And those kids, watch these guys play and they start to dream a little bit. Just a really powerful thing, and obviously extremely proud of these young men.
Coach, if you had to, obviously now that the season's all done for you guys, if you had to make a case for Caleb as Mr. Basketball, what would your case, your argument be for him, especially given?
I just missed the last little bit there, JP.
Just given especially what he did in that second half there, the way he took over, what is your case? What is your argument for Caleb for Mr. Basketball?
Well, he's been making that case for 4 years. Obviously, I'm biased, but there is nobody in this state that I'm taking ahead of Caleb Furst, and to me, it's not even close. And today, I just think was the exclamation point on an unbelievable 4-year run. And obviously winning 100+ games, that has not been done very often. The kid is a winner on and off the court, 4.0 student. And, I just thought today is kind of a microcosm of his career and the way that he's grown and developed in terms of his assertiveness, where in the second half, he was just like, give me the ball. And he was just not going to be denied. And so to me, I think it's a slam dunk. Of course, I am biased.
Hey, Coach, it's Zach Groth with ABC 21. Congrats.
Thank you.
What got into Jacob Boyer today? How big was he for you guys, especially when Caleb was on the bench in the first half?
Yeah, hi, Zach. JB's been big for us all year. And, he's the type of kid that can hurt you in a lot of different ways. He's a great compliment to these guys because he just doesn't make mistakes. He can handle the ball, passes it really well, excellent shooter. And he can play back to the basket as well and get you easy shots inside. And so I thought, his offense, especially in that second quarter where Caleb was on the bench and we needed to get some points on the board, I thought JB stepped up and really big for us.
And then for the players, how big is it? I know it's great to end a season with a win, but to end your high school career with a win, how huge is that for you two?
You go ahead, Zane.
Hey, will you repeat one more time, please?
Yeah, no problem. How big is it to end your high school career with a win? And both of you answer starting with Zane.
It's big, but of course that's not the end goal. We're here to honor Christ, so that's first and foremost. But of course, it's always good to win, better than to lose. So I'm just glad that I get to go out with my coach and my favorite teammate over here with a victory.
Yeah, I mean, I second what Zane said. Obviously, it's a lot of fun, but what we talked about in the locker room right afterwards was that everything in that locker room, including the trophy, will be destroyed, but will last forever as our relationship with Christ. And so to be able to have that bond in that community where we're all seeking that first and foremost has just been great throughout not just this year, but all of our high school career.
Hey, Caleb, this is Mike Carmen, Lafayette Journal and Courier. Just the moment that you came out of the game at the end, that you had another state title, just kind of what was that like emotionally for you?
Yeah, like I said, it was a lot of fun. There's no one else that I think I speak for all of us that we would rather do it with. We've been working at it for a long time, and so just to have that opportunity, it was a lot of fun, and we're very grateful.
What's up, guys? This is Peter Hood with Fox 55. Zane, you came here as a sophomore and joined this program, and you guys have won 2 state championships. Like Justin said earlier, you easily could have won a 3rd. I'm just curious from your perspective, how would you describe what these last 3 years have been like for you and how special it's been to have been a part of this run here at Blackhawk?
Yeah, of course. They go by really fast. Looking back on it, 3 years seems like it was just yesterday, and today we played our last game. So to be part of this program has been very special to me and my family. We really appreciate it. We have a great coach, Coach Davidson, who set a great role model for my whole life going forward, how to be a good husband, how to be a good coach, how to be a good mentor, and he's just done a really good job with that. So to be able to look up to someone like Coach Davidson and have teammates like Caleb, Marcus, and those surrounding teammates have just been a very unreal experience for me.
For Caleb again, did not having this opportunity a year ago and all the uncertainty that went into having this season, does that make this even more satisfying?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, we're just, I think first and foremost, just grateful for the opportunity to have this. You don't realize what you have until it's taken away. And so to just have the opportunity to, play for another state championship and then win it, we're very grateful.
Coach, the standing ovation you got there at the end, and then obviously the prayer with Parke Heritage as well. Just the way this, really the entire state at this point has kind of embraced you and wrapped their arms around you, and to see that standing ovation from this crowd, could you just speak to what that meant to you personally?
Yeah, how you doing, Peter? That was obviously very touching there, and their principal had actually reached out to me via email. I mean, just a very nice note, and he came down to us after the game, and just another very powerful moment. And there are moments when you do this long enough that kind of transcend the game, and we've had a lot of those this year. I think it's great, for the kids to be able to experience those things and understand that we love basketball. It's the greatest game ever invented, but it is not the end-all be-all of our existence. And I think it's a good reminder when we have those moments that kind of transcend the sport. I just think those are powerful for our kids, and I'm thankful for Parke Heritage reaching out the way that they did.
Coach Stagoff from Summit City Sports here. First of all, with Zane Burke, he had a great first half. He's had a great season, great career overall. How proud have you been of Zane with not only what he did in that first half to kind of, I don't know if jumpstart would be the right word, but how proud are you of what he did in the first half, and how proud are you of what he's done here at Blackhawk his entire career?
Yeah, I've had obviously super proud of Zane, and from day one, he's been an unbelievable leader for us, and we feel extremely comfortable and confident when the ball is in his hands because he knows what to do with it, and he recognizes when do we need to go make a play or when do we need to pull it back and run something. He's done an unbelievable job in terms of decision making. But the leadership and the calmness with which he plays is really contagious. And I think it was Tony Bennett that said, calm is contagious and confidence is contagious. And, when I think of Zane, those are two words that come to mind. He's calm, he's confident, and that has a way of permeating our entire team. So that was, that's been great for us, obviously, for 3 years. And, tonight, again, was kind of the exclamation point.
You've gotten the pleasure of coaching your son, Marcus Davidson. Obviously, he's part of that senior class. You'll get to coach your son, Jimmy, for a few more years. But how much of a joy has it been to have Marcus as a part of this basketball program?
Yeah, it's been a joy, and really all these guys, I think of them as my children. And, after the last game, it's always hard. It's usually after a loss, but even after a win, it's going to be hard in that locker room here in a few minutes because, it kind of hits you that this is the last time that we're going to be together in this capacity. We're going to be lifelong friends, but it's never going to be like this again. And so it's always hard the last game, but again, super proud of these guys and super thankful.
Hey, Coach, from your perspective, what got Caleb going there in the third quarter?
Well, I think he had to sit the first half, which, he's been in foul trouble very little this year. And so he hasn't sat out much. So I think, for him having to sit there and watch in the first half, I'm guessing that, added a couple logs to the fire for him where he just wanted to come out in that third quarter and play with a lot of aggression. And, we've told him from day one, when he plays with a high level of assertiveness and aggression, we're a completely different team. And, we walk into every game knowing that we have the best player in the gym. And that's been a really nice luxury for us to have. And, in the second half, we were just determined to get on the basketball and let him go to work.
Hey, Coach, this is Colton Howard from Wayne 15. This one's for the players. As both of you guys know, it takes a village. Just kind of recapping your careers at Blackhawk Christian, what can you say about the community that has been through you guys, not only for this tough season, but throughout your career at Blackhawk?
It's been awesome. Not just from within this team, but from the whole school as well. We love all our teachers, and we just have something very special at our school. We believe it. Not many schools can you truly have a personal relationship with your teachers, but they truly want that for us, and they care about us and they love us. And then just with all the people at the school, since it is a small school, it is more of a close-knit community, and so we're very grateful for that as well.
Hi, this is Vicki Jacobson from the Journal-Gazette. First of all, congratulations to all of you guys on your title. And Caleb, I wanted to ask you, while you were there on the bench in the second quarter, what were some of the things that you were noticing, observing, and how were you able to stay sort of engaged with the game when you're in a position you're not often in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's never easy to be on the bench, but I still wanted to be very loud and communicate from the bench and talk and let guys know what was going on. And when I was out, we were able to do a great job of moving the ball and get the looks we wanted. I know Zane hit a couple shots, and so that was really big for us just to keep extending that lead.
Caleb, you've obviously accomplished a lot in your high school basketball career. You won the Middle Attitude Award today. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're going to be an Indiana All-Star and a candidate for Mr. Basketball, hopefully as well, and all the records that you've broken. What makes you the most proud as you reflect back on your high school basketball career? What gives you the most joy?
Yeah, I think it's just the relationships that we've all built as a team. Like I was saying earlier, it's a very special team, and I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else. And so just to have Coach Davidson at the helm leading us through all of it, and then Zane and Marcus, all the other seniors, and every guy down all the way down to the last man on the bench. That's definitely what I'll cherish the most.
Any other questions out there? Good. Gentlemen, thanks again for your time. Really appreciate it. Congratulations.